this edition of Inside the Apple. I'm SDEA President Mary McCorkle. And the sun is shining and it is spring, and we are glad that spring has arrived. Recently, we just completed the SDEA RA here in Pierre, and we had a great couple of days. So thank you to all of you who came to be a part of the work of the RA. We had some great speakers, did some work, and sent everyone on their way with SDEA moving into a new direction. And we certainly appreciate all of you who came to give your weekend and help be a part of that process. When you got back from the RA, you received a ballot for this year's elections. If you haven't opened it, please do so. Vote. Vote for your board members, vote for NEA RA delegates, and get that ballot back in the mail. Ballots are due here to SDEA on Monday, April 27th. So make sure, if that's in your to-do pile to look through the mail one of these days, that you move that to the top of the pile and get those ballots in. Coming up May 1st is the deadline for SDEA's Innovation Grant. If you have a great idea for your classroom, or if there are a couple of you in your building that want to work together on a special project, here's the opportunity for you to get the funding to make that project happen. You can find that application form on our website and fill it out, get it in. Again, the deadline is May 1st. Now that we're getting close to the end of the school year, think about summer. And SDEA is here to provide training for you. Coming up right at the end of May, moving into the first few days of June, is year 2 of the SLO boot camp. We will be back in Granite Springs near Mitchell. We're looking for approximately 45 to 50 members or member teams to come and do some work on SLOs and do some work with assessment. Not what we did last year, but moving forward. What do we need to do now to work with SLOs as we move into the full implementation next year? So again, that is in the 31st, I believe, of May, moving to the 4th of June. The information's on the SDEA website. So check that out, get that information in. There are also this summer SLO trainings across the state. There's a training in Pierre, in Yankton, and one in Watertown, and another one out in the Rapid City area. So if you haven't had a chance to take advantage of some of that training will be out there for our members. The dates and the exact locations are on our website. So again, check that out. I'm very happy to be able to share with you the latest thing on the SDEA website, our SLO repository. What we've done is collected SLOs and put them in a site where you can search them by content area and by grade and take a look at examples. What's going on in 2nd grade? What's going on in 3rd grade? What kind of SLOs are people writing? What does an SLO look like for high school language arts or for middle school math? And those SLOs are your SLOs. For those of you who were a part of the 2-day training last year and took that class for credit, part of the requirements were to submit your SLOs. And we took a large stack of SLOs, sorted through them by content, by grade, and looked for the very best, and put those on our website to serve as examples for everyone across the state. We'll be sharing this resource with the South Dakota Department of Ed and with a national organization, the American Institute for Research, so teachers across the country will be able to look at the great SLOs that are coming out of South Dakota, and we'll be able to take a look at their SLOs as well. But we're very, very happy to have this live on our site. We wondered for a while if we were ever going to be able to make it work, but through all of you who submitted SLOs and our group that went through and picked out the very best, and our staff members here that made it all possible, we're just very excited to have this resource out and available to all of you to serve as a model. As always, the Slice is a part of this edition of Inside the Apple. And this time's Slice will ask you to reflect on your school year. How did things go? What happened? And so do make sure that you complete the survey that will accompany this. And as we're getting towards the end of the school year, I know how busy all of you are and how chaotic things can be with everything that happens towards the end of the year. But I want to take a minute and say thank you. Thank you to each and one of you for everything that you do in every classroom across the state for every one of our students. You are very much appreciated. Hang in there. May is coming. This is SDEA President Mary McCorkle. See you in May. Thank you.